Stadium in Atlanta. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. As this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
First down now, ball at the 33.
60 Bison.
Back to the well again. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Blown back, gets the handoff. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Looking to throw here. That's low and bounces short of his man. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Throwing off the play fake. Throwing for the back of the end zone. Catch is made, but he is out of the back of the end zone. Could not get his feet down, partner. This one's going to end up incomplete. We're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
So a very early challenge, but a good one. Calls our returns, and that's going to unlock a third challenge for them if it gets to that point later in this game. You're good on the point after. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now he's York to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 13, Lou. Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw straight away here. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
It is Cup, left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Kraft has it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the 1st time. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
On red. Hey, Soko, so high.
He gets flattened to the ground.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
3. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Hey, lion. Hey, tomato. Done.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Ginger, touch.
Going on 4th, here's Lawrence. He's got his man, this is Kraft. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. One of their their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets them the first.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Red on red. Hey, son. Hey, son. Silver.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, go. So. Here we go.
Now an inside give to Walker. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
23. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
They go play action. Lawrence has it down close. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Going now on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. 2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. That's the end of our opening quarter. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They are throwing it again. Setting up the running back screen. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Another carry for him. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Goal to go, they're passing. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Running out of chances. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Hey, top row 18.
Pass play now. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and goal. Katie York now on for the field goal. It's just 21 yards down the pipe. York knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
On play action now, Lawrence. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Big gain downfield. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead on the first play of the drive.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. Bass now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. He'll look to throw. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking in the air here. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
On gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Buffalo. Let's go now.
The give now out of the shotgun. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Short pass brought in. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
I'll throw it. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 2nd quarter lead. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills push their lead to 3. Now he's York to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Atlanta about ready to go now.
Go,
1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Hey, Ginger, attack!
Lawrence working from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, go! Sogo, say hi!
Walker now from the gun. And he's into the foot for a gain of about 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
At the 39-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might as well power rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
Got it. Ready?
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Rip, 23. Turn. This is hot.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Catch being left side by Abuka. And he takes this out to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down.
Brings up third.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and 1, Lawrence to throw. He's got his man. This is Walker. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
12 yards.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Soko, so hot. Silver.
Lawrence with it on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on 2nd.
This is hot. Hey, I'm gun. Red.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Ground and incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, so hot. Here we go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Kraft has it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
30 left. Silver.
Walker on 1st down. And they're going to have goal to go as he's stopped at the 6. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Hey, Ginger. Zach. Here we go.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead.
Bills 17. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Bills take over at 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Red on red.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Go!
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, attention. Check.
Staying with Walker. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So first down from the 41.
Red, 20. Go. Turn. This is hot. Great job. Most back in. Red.
Running with Walker again. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Hey, lion. Son, this is hot. Easy. Read a 24. Silver.
Handoff running left. Walker. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Lisa 24. Son, this is hot. Easy. Silver.
Handoff to Walker from the gun. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Let's see what they went with. Third down.
On red. Hey, Soko, so hot.
Third and long for him here. Into the hands of Harrison. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Completed to his running back. It's inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11.
17.
Bass now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
To throw here on 1st down. We've got a screen to the running back. Has a lane inside the 25. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Bales out of the pocket quick. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Hey, danger.
They go play action. Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. To the 25. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 9-point advantage. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. Bass now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. going to throw here to begin the drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Option design here. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well, and it's going to cost him about a yard. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back to the line they come, second down. They send a receiver in motion right. Second down pass play coming. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Third down from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
23.
Drive begins with a Walker run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
11. All right, let's go. Son, it's a hunt.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
They'll air it out on third. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
50-yard line.
Hey, easy. Ralph. On. It's on. Hey, kill.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Falcons with the football. They're leading, but not by a ton. All set now. 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Hey, Ginger, tight!
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. Down the sideline, past the 25. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Easy on the red. Stop.
Running for it is Walker. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
11. Hey, go! Here we go.
He gets it again. And this time he gets in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead.
Bills 25. Tyler Bass set to
Bass now to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Working on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Sticking to the air here. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Man in motion, headed right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
from the gun on third down. Brought in right side. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's fourth down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down. First and 10 from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Man in motion out of the slot. Throwing it again here. Hits his running back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
Okay, running backs might not be the most accomplished route runners, certainly compared to the receivers. But when it comes to body control, strength, making a catch through contact, this guy just showed out.
Still sticking with the passing game. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6.
Hey, I get it on first. And goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's second and goal from the 6. He's going to throw it. On the move, hit it right. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for third and goal. Now looking to throw. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And now the Bills going for 2 again.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
And the Falcons cover up the kick. Well, Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion! Hey, Ginger, touch! Hot.
They give up the gun to Walker. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
That's the 10-yard line.
Hey, go!
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design run for Lawrence.
Hey, let's go.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Hey, Ginger. Touch! Silver.
And drawn up here for Lawrence.
These are 24.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
Here we go, sir.
Lawrence here, design keeper. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.